I spent years believing my sister was the crazy one in our family. Last week, I found her childhood diary. And now everything makes sense. Buzz up, my older sister. Emily was labeled the problem child in our family. Mom and Dad constantly whispered about her episodes and delusions. They'd explain to relatives that she had an overactive imagination when she'd talk about things that happened at home. When I was 8 and Emily was 15, she was sent to live with our grandmother after what Mom called a dangerous mental break. She claimed Emily had violently attacked her without provocation. I barely saw my sister after that, minus just occasional supervised visits where she seemed heavily medicated and withdrawn. For years, my parents reminded me how lucky I was to be the normal one. They'd reference Emily as a cautionary tale whenever I showed strong emotions. You don't want to end up like your sister, do you? I always believed their version of events, until last week, while cleaning out my parents' basement after my father's funeral, I found a small pink journal hidden inside a wallband. It was Emily's diary from when she was 13 to 14, written in her unmistakable handwriting. The diary documented 2 years of systematic psychological abuse. Mom would wake Emily at 3 a.m. for discipline sessions, gaslighting her about events that never happened. Dad would lock her in the basement closet for hours when Mom was upset about anything: bills, work, the weather. They'd move her belongings and insist she was losing her mind when she couldn't find them. The final entry described Mom getting herself repeatedly with a hairbrush before screaming that Emily had attacked her. I confronted my mother, diary in hand. Instead of denial, she calmly said, Emily was always going to be unstable. We just helped everyone see it sooner rather than later. Besides, look how well you turned out without her influence. I hadn't slept properly since yesterday. I tracked down Emily through social media. She's living in another state, married with children. Her profile is filled with advocacy posts about childhood trauma and psychological abuse. I typed and deleted a dozen messages to her. What do you say to the sister you were taught to fear? How do you apologize for believing the lies that destroyed her life? And a most terrifying question, what might have happened to me if she hadn't been there to become their target?